All right. So today we are going to we are going to start with the Nama straight away. As I told you, so far we have seen what is Purva Bhagam. So about the Purva Bhagam, about what is the context in which this stotram has been given, and the benefits, the questions posed by Yudhishthira, the answers given by Bhishmacharya. And then we started with the Nyasam, Dhyanam, and everything. Now we are going to start with the real 1,000 names. This is the Madhyama Bhagam, which is Nama, Sahasranama. So in this Sahasranama, we are going to see each and every word. So that is how we are going to count the 1,000. So you can write one by one, number one, number two, number three, 1,000 words as per Adi Shankara's classification we are going. So we are going with the Adi Shankara's classification. That is the Vyakhyanam we are using. So Sahasranama Geetam given by Adi Shankara. Right. So in this we will start with the first paragraph or the first set of namas what has been given us in the paragraph. Vishwam Vishnur Vashat Karo Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu Bhuta Krit Bhuta Bhrit Bhavo Bhutatma Bhuta Pavanaha. The first few paragraphs starts with the supreme understanding of the supreme personality characters of that great Paramatma. So the Paramatma Vishnu is a supreme personality. Now, the namas what they have arranged, they have starting with that supreme personality. Then they will come for each of the avatars, one by one, one by one, one by one, they will go for it. Now, how do we understand this? Because see, Supreme Personality is the Parabrahma Swarupam. Parabrahma Swarupam means, as I already told you, it's a formless, right? It is a formless base. Then, as I told you, that it is very difficult for a layman to cognize, everyone. It doesn't matter whether a person of a layman. We are all also laymen in the devotion. So for us also, if you say something formless, it is not easy for us to cognize in our mind. To bring something, we need some form, rupam, right? Sukshma rupam, that's what we say, Sukshma rupam, Stula rupam. Stula means physical. Sukshma means which is so intangible, so which is not visible. So when we have these two forms, definitely yes, supreme personalities are all in the Sukshma rupam. Yes, we don't say no, because where do you see energy? In Akasha. When we see Akasha, we have no idea. Akasha is vast. So it is very vast, and then the energy is spread all over. So we know Akasha Shabdaha. So there is only a sound in the Akasha. So we have no idea, and the energy cannot be seen. So it is most intangible. Now we have to bring that to a form stage. That's what the step by step in the Sahasranamam also, the same way they will descend. So first they will define what is the Supreme Personality and his characters, the qualities of the Supreme. Then slowly they will come to the avatars level. So they will go with Narasimha, they will go to Vamana, they will go to Kapilacharya, they will go to Rama, Krishna, and everything they will come. Krishna will be at the last. So some of them is directly they don't mean Krishna, but only in the last sentence they will say that. So we will understand. So this is how they will go with it. So it all starts from the higher level. It all starts from the abstract level, right? So some of these one or two paragraphs, what we are going to read, will go with those things. Okay, so the number one, the first verse, the first set of namas, what is given in the first paragraph here, talks about the supreme quality. So it starts, the very first nama, what they are saying is Vishwam. We are talking about Vishnu Murti. It's a beautiful understanding. Radhakrishna Shastrikar writes, though it is a Vishnu Murti, they could have given the Vishnu as the first word, right? So Vishnu could have been the first Nama, then the Vishwam. But why they want to put the Vishwam first and then the Vishnu second? Because they want to say the universal quality is top. The Vishwam means universal quality. Vishwam connotes two meanings. Okay? It connotes two meanings. What is the two meanings? What they are saying? It connotes everything. He is everything. Right? So one meaning is he is everything. He created this universe. He is everything. And that means he is occupied. He is occupying everywhere. You cannot separate him from that. Say, a beautiful analogy what they have given is, supposing you are using a gold and making a ring, gold ring. Okay? If you're making a gold ring and using a gold. So gold is a raw material. You're putting it and then put in the heart and then, and then you are making it a shape and then you put the hammers and beat it and then make it into a beautiful shape. Whatever you want, you make a jewelry. Now the question will be, can you separate the gold from that ring or from that haram, whatever you have done? Not possible, because gold is everywhere, right? So gold is in the entire ring. The gold is in the entire haram, the necklace or whatever you have done. It is in everywhere. The gold is inseparable. What you can do, you can destroy the gold and make it in a different shape or a different form, right? That's what you can do. You can make it as a small, if you put them and then they melt it, right? So if you go to the those jewelry shops, those we say acharyas. Acharyas mean the people who are working for the goldsmiths. So what they will do, they will put it in the hot thing and then they will make it as a small, like a round shaped one, and then they will give it to you. So they can change into a different form, but the gold is gold. You understand? So same way, the entire world is created. Now the Supreme is residing in everything. Still, that everything remains, that gold remains, that everything remains. That's why we say he is everything. So the one understanding of Vishwam is he is everything. The other understanding is to remark the universe. Universe is about the physical matter. When we talk about the physical matter, we are saying that he is universe. He is the representation of this universe. Okay? So in this universe, where he is everywhere. He is everywhere. Right? So two things we are reminded of when we talk about Vishwam. So Vishwam, number one, he is everything. Number one. Number two, when we say Vishwam, Vishwam means universe. How many universes are there? 14 lokas are there. When we talk about Anda Characharam, when we talk about the lokas, there are 14 lokas. I told you the upper lokas are 7, the lower lokas are all 7. So we have altogether 7 and 7, 14 lokas are there. So in which all these lokas are under his control. The lokas are under his control. Right? So everything emerged from him. Every creation emerged from him. Every raw materials are basically he is the raw material who has created everything, and everything has expanded because of his leela. The universe are expanded, and it is ever expanding universe, and it is keep on expanding. Everywhere you can see that his presence is there, and he is everywhere. He is inside it. He is outside. Everywhere he is there. So this connotes, that means the Supreme is everywhere. The Supreme is the universe form. So this is what is being connoted. To understand this in a simple way, there is a beautiful story in Mahabharata. Most of you might know, but still, it will be worth to remember that. So when Pandavas were in Ajnanavasa means they have to be in the forest, and then, they have to be in the outside. So they cannot be in the kingdom, because they have lost the kingdom to Duryodhana due to a bet and due to that Chaturanga. So they have to go out. So they have been asked to exile. So they are in the forest. Duryodhana always have some He always has some thing, but he has a grudge in this with the Yudhishthira. See, he wants to do something with this guy. He wants to put him in the trouble. So once, for the Duryodhana's palace, sage Durvasa and his disciples are coming. Sage Durvasa is a person known for his anger and giving the chapa. Curse. He can curse. His anger is something which is immeasurable. Suddenly he gets anger and suddenly he gives the curse. Later, if you analyze the curse are totally for something, some benefits or some, see, basically, when you think about the sages and their curse or something, don't think that this being a sage, how he can get an anger. No, that is the reason for everything. So there is a reason why he gets anger and why he gives a curse. So there is always this, the element of fear with the Durvasa because he can say anything and honest. So when he is visiting the palace of Duryodhana, so Duryodhana wants to give some trouble because he loves to create trouble to Yudhishthira and Panchapandava. So he says, because see, Yudhishthira is the elder brother than me. So what you need to do is you have to first go to his kutil, who is in the forest, and then first go there and bless them and then come back. So he know that these guys are living a very simple life. Their timings are very, like they are not having a feast or big type of food or anything, right? And they have everything on time, right? So whatever is possible, they are eating and then they finish for the day and then they are living. So this Duryodhana wants to play that. So because when Durvasa goes there, definitely they are not going to have food sufficiently, right? So because they are living in the forest means what you can understand with the limited resources and all those things they are living. So Duryodhana wants to show him and then saying that, go there and then he's the elder person, you have to first bless him and then you come. Durvasa and his also disciples comes there. Meanwhile, what happened? The entire they have already done their food and also it's a lunch or something, so they have finished. And they have even cleaned the vessels and then kept. So you understand? Because their level of life is like that because they're living in the forest, right? So what they're going to have? Only small quantity, whatever they had, they finished and then they cleaned the vessel and then they kept that. So someone is knocking the door. So when Yudhishthira goes and opens and he sees the Durvasa and his disciples, so he has nothing to do. So he calls you, come, Rishi, Dev Rishi, come in and sit down. What can I do for you? And then he's doing some shishrusha, that is, can I offer you water and everything? Durvasa says, see, I'm hungry and my sishyas are also hungry. We are going to take a snana nearby the river and then we are going to come back. So prepare and keep food for us. Now, Yudhishthira is in Sankat. Why? Because he doesn't have resources. He doesn't have anything. And now, when he turns back to Draupadi and he's asking what is there, she said, I have cleaned everything and I have also eaten because I have also taken food and everything is done because if nothing there, then at least we can, manage with that. So I have also taken and then everything is there. I have cleaned the vessel and I've kept. What can be done? I have no idea. Because we know that Durvasa is a person who gets angry. So now there is only one. Who is there? Abhatsagaya, who is Krishna. So these are all the best moments what we have to cherish in Mahabharata. So Duryodhana, the Draupadi prays. Yudhishthira pray. And all the Panchapandavas are praying for Krishna. So Krishna, come and help us. And Draupadi's devotion, we should see that later we will see in some of the places how Draupadi's devotion towards Krishna is totally different because her another name of Draupadi is Krishna. Okay, I will tell you later how her devotion is totally different. She, with her own intention in the mind, she is devoted and she is calling, Krishna, you are my brother, you have to save. Krishna comes there. What is your problem? What is your trouble? So see, Durvasa has come and Durvasa with his disciple, they have come. I have no resources right now. I don't know how to serve them. You have to help us. Something you have to do. So what did you do? So he told whatever they had, we had. And then we finished that day, we had a spinach and something. with the dal, and then we had it, and then we cleaned the vessel. Are you sure? Yes, everything is clean, everything is clean. Bring the vessel, he told. Then Draupadi brings the vessel, and when Krishna turns the vessel and he is able to see there's one small spinach sticking at in the corner of the vessel. He took it out and he put it in his mouth and he said, Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Right? He took it, he swallowed. The moment Krishna ate that small pinch of a spinach, the entire universe felt they are fed with the entire, the universe is fed with the food. Can understand what I want to equate it here, what you mean by Vishwam here. The entire universe felt that, okay, I don't have a hunger right now. And the same happened with the Durvasas and the disciples who are in taking bath. They took up and then they thought, oh, okay, I don't know, all of a sudden there was a hungry, now I'm feeling full. So they don't want to even come there and say. So all of a sudden Bhima was supposed to go and call them because Krishna told, now go and call Durvasa. When Bhima came and he told, no, we are full right now. I don't want to trouble. So let me go in my own way. So I'm going to go. So say my blessings to Yudhishthira and others. And then he left. Now the idea is a small spinach piece which was stuck in the vessel, which Krishna took and partook that, and which made the entire universe to feel that filling vibration, the contentment. There is no hungry in them. This is the unique personality what we are talking about. So Vishwam means he is filled in this universe, and whatever he does, that personality and that contentment will be reverberating in him. So that's why we say he is a universe and he is everything. And he is also full in everything. So that is also another understanding we need to have. He is holistic in his nature, right? He is not half, or he is not this, or he is not that. He is holistic in nature also. That is also we say Vishwam. He is whole in all the respect. He is full in all the respect, right? So when you are holistic, so when we are having something which is holistic, we don't see any difference. We don't see anything, something is lacking in it. That is the personality who we are talking about. The supreme personality is holistic. The supreme personality is nothing but universe. The supreme personality is nothing but it is filled everywhere. It's everywhere. So that is the first nama which is given to us. That is called Vishwam. Vishwam is one of the beautiful nama given to us. Next one is called Vishnu. Vishnu is the real nama what we are always talking about. Vishwam, Vishnu. Vishnu means, what is the Vishnu? The aspect of the Vishnu is he is inside and also he is outside. And he is everywhere. There is a Kabir Das bhajan which says, so most of you might know, Antar Rame ho Bahar Ram. Jahan dekhe waha Rama Purana Kama. What is that? He is inside. Rama is inside. Rama is outside. Antar Rame Bahar Ram. Jahan dekhe waha Rama. Wherever I see, I only see Rama. And what is that Rama signifies here? Purana Kama. He is full. He is fullest. So that is what we talk about Vishnu. Vishnu, the personality of the Vishnu is he is inside, he is also outside, and also he is everywhere. We say Sarva Vyapi. He is everywhere means Sarva Vyapi. In Sanskrit we say Sarva Vyapi. Sarva Vyapi means everywhere. Not even a small inch or here or there. We don't. That's what the question, right? So that was the question Hiranya was asking to Prahalada. Show me your God. Very easy. Yeah, he is there in a small nail, he is there in the biggest Akasha, he is everywhere. Correct? He is everywhere. It's a beautiful understanding of that. There is one Tamil Nalvas we say Tevara Tiruvachur song. விறகில் தீயினன் பாலில் படு நெய் போல் மறைய நின்றுள மாமணி சோழ. So what is that in the understanding? Virahil tiyinin, in the wood. So for example, you have a fire stick or wood, right? So which we use for barbecue or anywhere, and even in a native place we were using it, the firewood. We call it as firewood. The wood has a potential of fire inside, right? So can you show the fire outside? No. The fire is inside. The potential, the moment you put the fire, it burns. It becomes a luminous body, and then it is flammable. It gives the fire and heat. So in the firewood, he is a fire. In the milk, he is the ghee. So you can't separate him. You cannot. So where do you find him? Where can you find him? If you have a milk with you, can you locate and say this portion is ghee, this portion is curd, this portion is butter? You can't. He's full. He's full. He's everywhere. He's inside and he's also outside. He's inside and also outside. That is the reality of this nature of the understanding. That's why we say it's a beautiful analogy, right? So what was the thing what they are doing in the Dwarakas and in the Vrindavan? Now the story of Vrindavan is where Krishna was playing, right? So we know that Krishna was a person, small child. He has done a lot of leelas. He runs to different houses. What he was doing? What was the story we heard? He steals the butter and he takes it. Am I right? He steals the butter and from different houses and he takes it. Very good. So now there is a beautiful understanding. There is a Vyakhyanam given for that. What is the essence of the butter and what is it? See, these butters are kept in some of the thing which is hanging over. There is a rope and then they keep all the pots and top. And then they will keep this butter hanging ropes, right? So hanging ropes. We say in Tamil, we call it as uri. So this is always hanging from the top. So they won't keep it in the ground level or usually, because how they do it, they churn the curd and then they will try to take the butter. By churning, what happens? The butter comes up. Butter floats, right? So understanding the churning process, there are so beautiful comparative analogy for all these things. I'm just going to hit, but throughout somewhere we will on the chanting we will understand these points. So the butter is being kept in the top of the pots, which is there. And Krishna, what does he do? He goes and he tries to take the butter and then he is eating the butter, right? So what does it say? Butter is because of churned of something, right? So he says, our mind is the curd which has been churned by mantra, and the mantra gives you the butter that is the floating essence of the Supreme, that the Supreme is sitting there. Krishna is the Lord with the charming beauty. He comes and steals our butter. That is, your buddhi, intellect is stolen by him through the bhakti vibhava, and then he takes up. He is totally within us. So this is basically how the analogy goes. So it is that which is been stolen here. So the butter is nothing but our Atma, our Chintana, which is purified, which has been under the transcendence, churned, and we are getting that as a purified one. Butter is a pure form. So purest awareness, the purest of all, the purified thoughts which are sitting there, which been grabbed by the Krishna. So he comes and steals means what? He is taking you as a magnetic power. He attracts you. So when he attracts, you have been stolen. You become the Bhakta. And you don't have, you just blindly go with the Krishna. You, in the beauty, in the ecstasy, you start jumping, dancing, singing, everything you do. How does this happen? Because he is inside, he is outside, he is everywhere. So this is the understanding of Vishnu. So Vishwam, Vishnu, then the next word is called Vashat Karaha. What is called Vashat? Beautiful word, Vashat. See, when we do fire sacrifice, see, in Sanatana Dharma, there are different forms of devotion. We use all the Panchabhutas in our puja. We use earth element, we use space element, we use uh, your fire element, correct? So every element we do. So one of the pujas way is the invocation of fire through yajna. So yajna, when we perform, we always use the mantras, right? So mantras are used, and then you always put the offerings in it. This is called as the offerings which you are going to offer with the ghee. Along with the ghee, you will just try to pour into the fire, and then the fire sacrifice will be going on. We call nowadays they call it as a fire labs and all those things. This is yajna, and then the yajna is completed, and then the end of the yajna they will give you the purna ahudi. Purna ahudi is the completion, and then they will finish it. So right from the initiation, right from the Agni, when you keep the Agni Mukham, right from there, Agni Pradishta, still you complete it by they will put a big coconut and all those things, or sometimes they put, if it is a big Homakunta, they will even throw dhotis or saris and all those things, and then they will finish it with the Vasodhara, and then they will finish with Purnavati. And sometimes they will go with the Jayati Homam, something. Okay, so this is the procedure. Now, the idea of doing this, they will always say a mantra. What the mantras they will say, there are two words which you, if you listen to it carefully, you can listen to these two words. One is Swaha is one of the mantra. Swaha is one of the mantra, which they will, and whenever the mantra is uttered with Swaha, and then what they will do, they will offer this ghee. What is Swaha means? Swaha is nothing but Swaha is the Aditi or the Devata or the female deity of Agni. So what she will doing, she is going to take that fire, whatever the offering, and then she will pass it to the Devatas to whom you are offering it. So for example, if you're invoking Ganapati, it will be passed to Ganapati. If you're invoking some other, it will be going for that person. So it is basically for that individual or for that deity that power or that energy is given. So Swaha is one of the Devi. Swaha is the Agni's Devi. And when they are chanting this mantra, the completion mantra they will always go with Vashat. Vashat is one of the mantra they will use. So there are two mantras. One is Swaha mantra, another one is Vashat. Okay. So this mantra means what? You are offering something to the fire. And then you are invoking the Devata in the fire. Right? So the idea of doing the yajna is that Devata, what you are seeing as Murti, that is in Vigraham or in the statue, or as a picture, or as an idol, as whatever you have in your home in a different form. Now in the yajna, you are invoking the same deity in the fire form, and then you are offering it. All right. So Vashat means you are invoking that Lord in the fire form. So that means he is also one of the Bhutas Adipati. That means he is also in the form of a fire. So this is one understanding from the word Vashat. Another one understanding of the Vashat means that who can always in with the very magnetic personality, he can attract anyone in this world. He can attract anyone in this. So that is another personality what we are talking about. See, the personality of the God is that he can attract anyone. How can you attract? Say, for example, a simple way to understand Rama being born in Ayodhya, correct? Being born in Ayodhya. No one knows how the face of Rama is. No one knows how Rama looks, especially when you're talking about the peoples outside. Clear? I'm just giving you an understanding. Vibhishana, who is the brother of Ravana, hearing about Rama and Rama's dharmam and the way of the pathway of life, what Rama is leading, Vibhishana had a very great respect on. So he has not seen Rama before. He has not even seen Rama. He doesn't know whether Rama is black or white. He doesn't know anything about Rama. But just hearing about Rama and his magnificent personality and everything, he had a great bhakti on Rama. So the moment when Ravana has expelled him from the kingdom, from the palace, because he was advising him the good things for him, but whereas Ravana was not listening, he said, "Get out of here." So when he came out, he went to the camp of Rama, and that's the time he told, "I am at your charan, I am at your feet. I'm just surrendering myself to you, oh my Lord." See that. So, how does it happen? How a person without even seeing a Lord was having that devotion to him? This is called Vashankaraha. That means Vasigara. Vasigara means he is having that magnetic personality. You don't even need to see them. You don't even need to see. By just understanding, by just listening, by just knowing, we get attracted. So this is something, the greatest personality of Vishnu. So magnetic personality, that is what another meaning from Vashatkara. So Vashatkara means mantra rupam. So the devatas are always in the mantra rupa. So that's why Veda expresses about this devata. And they say that when you want to talk what is the one deity or what is one Parama Purusha, what Veda is describing, they say he is the Vishnumurti. Okay? Sarvam Jagat. Vishnu Sarvam Jagat. So that is what the definition is. So we can understand he is a mantra murti, he is mantra rupa, so he's been used as a word Vashatkara. So Vashatkara means mantra rupam. So we can say mantra rupam because we are invoking through the fire, through by chanting the mantra, we are invoking him. So mantra rupam. Another one is he is having a magnetic personality to attract anyone. Doesn't matter whether you are his own friend or a relative, nothing else. Even the enemies get attracted. Example Rama. Simple. So Rama, and you can see that even Maricha liked him. And one point of a place, I will later tell you one point of a place, even Ravana was a little bit shaken by the greatness of Rama. So this is because of his magnetic personality. So Vashatkaro. Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So what does it say? Past, future, present, everything he knows. And everything is nothing but his own propulsion. So the time and the space is all his own mayas. The time and space is all his mayas. So whatever we see is all his creations. Whatever we see, the creations are because of him. So whatever the past time, we say present time, we say future time, everything under him. So for them, for the supreme personality level, there is only one time. There is no three tenses. The tenses is only for us. So maybe for our grammar purpose, we need it. So we are also mastering that past, present, future, and all. Right? On the supreme level, there is only one. What is that? Everything is present. There is nothing as past, there is nothing as future. Everything is only in the present level. So everything is only present tense. How is it present tense? Everything is possible as a present tense. So I will give you a simple analogy to understand this. This is beautiful understanding. If you understand from this point of view, you can even understand how the Bhagavad Gita talks about in many places. How he talks about now and then. That's what he always refers to. Now, it's a good one of the commentator has given this. I'm just referring that commentator here. His method of understanding. Supposing, say for example, you have a big bungalow, okay, and you have a two-story bungalow, and then the top of the bungalow you have some. Think about there is a water tank or something. Okay, you're asking someone to stand up on the top of the water tank and look. So, for example, one of your friends supposed to come. Okay. Imagine he is using a bike or a bicycle. Okay. So you can see now you are in the front of the house. Imagine you are in the front door. You are front of the house. You can see the street. Imagine the street is so big. Your eyes can go until certain distance, right? On this side, on your left side and the right side. So you can see on both the sides of a certain distance. That is what under your scope. That's until then you are looking and you are saying your friend is not here. So he has not come. All right. A person who is standing on the top, he is able to see, supposing a friend has entered in that street. He says, your friend is entering. All right. So he says, he's entering. But for you, we don't know. We have not seen it. We have not seen it. Now, still, if you ask, hey, what happened? Hey, he's entering. He's still coming. He's still coming. He's on his way. He's still coming. For me, I don't see. For him, it is present and started. For me, it is future. I don't know. I have not seen him. See, understand that. The scope of our vision makes your tense. The scope of our vision makes your tense. Because I have not seen it, so I am still thinking he's going to come. So it is future for him, for me. The level of thinking, the level of horizon from where he is looking at it, he has already taken, he has already seen that, he has that vision. He say, hey, he's coming. I'm still saying, I have not seen him. So maybe he's still coming. So for me, it's future. So I'm just waiting until I see him in my vision level. When I see him, he's coming. So now you understand, this is beautiful analogy for us to understand. To have a tense and a different level, our understanding and our thinking should be on the higher horizon. Otherwise, we will always differentiate between the past, present, and future. Because, beautifully said by Swami Chinmayananda, he says, our mind is something which always swings between the past and the future. It is never stable in the current. It is never, ever, ever stable in the current. It is always swinging between the past and the future, past and the future, past and the future, like a pendulum. So we are never, ever in the current. So this is the problem what we have. But here we are talking about Vishnu. He says he is the person who has created all the Maya. But what is he? He is only the present person. So Bhutaha Bhavyaha Bhavat Prabhu. Right? Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu. Bhuta Krit. Bhuta Krit. So whatever is created is all his own creation. Bhuta Krit. Kritaha means creation. Bhutaha means Panchabhuta. So whatever in this universe has been created is all his own creation. Whether you talk about gunas, whether you talk about Mahat, whether you talk about Prakriti, whether you talk about Purusha, whatever has been created, it is all his own creation. Bhuta Krit. Right? Bhuta Bhrit. He is unique. And he says he is always separate from that. Though he is created, he is always tried to be separate, out of it. All right? So that is the beauty of the God. So though he is created, but still his quality of remaining outside is still something unique. So sometimes we think what God is doing, sometimes God will be like a witness outside. Okay? He'll be like a witness. He's like a third person. He's like a witness. He's witnessing everything. What is happening? But whatever is happening is all his Leela. He has done. He has stirred everything. Whatever you are doing, everything is done by him. But still he witnesses what you are doing because he has given the instrument. He has given the infrastructure for you to work on it. He is looking at whether you will be able to think him. Seek his guidance, seek his blessing, seek his natural support. So that is what he is always looking at it. So sometimes it is we, out of our ignorance, we forget the presence of that Lord. the presence of that Supreme anytime in our life. We easily forget. So that forgetness, that forgetting attitude is going to make us very worse. That makes us very worse. That's why we have to understand Bhuda Krit means he is the person who created everything. And Bhuda Bhrit means he is a person who is also separated and watching it, witnessing it, what you're doing, witnessing it. The moment you call, he will come. He's always at your call. And especially in the Kali Yuga, that's what they say. In Kali Yuga, see those days, about the different yugas, right? Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Krita Yugam, Treta Yugam, Dwapara Yugam, Kali Yugam. They have to do so much tapas. Tapas means they have to do meditation, they have to do thousands and thousands of years, they have to sit, and then they have to do, some of the places they have to do yajnas. Yajnas and yajnas and yajnas, and then they have to invoke the Lord. They say in Kali Yuga that is not necessary. You with the bhakti, with a simple devotion, you call, you cry. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, you call him. With the sincere devotion, you call him, he is ready to attend to you. The problem is we are calling mechanically without any sincerity. We are calling mechanically, we are doing mechanically. Because everyone is doing, I'm also doing. So we should not do like a fashion. Because everyone is doing something, I'm also doing nothing. It's not that fashion. Okay, so because everyone is praying to Subramanya, everyone is praying to Lakshmi, everyone is praying to Ganesha, I also do because on Ganesh Chaturthi, I don't know, I want to do, I also do. No, you need to know what you're doing. You need to really invoke him. You need to know the concept and the principle of Ganesha. So that is the importance what you need to understand in Sanatana Dharma. It's not about just the Puranas. It's not about just the Itikasas. It's not about just the stories what you're listening. You understand the principle and concept behind it. So Bhuda Bhrit means he is outside. He is the witness. He is looking at you for every moment. The moment you call, he will come. He is always at the rescue. So that we have to always keep in the mind. So this is one of the Supreme Personality what we have. Bhavaha. Bhavaha. So in every aspect, he is stabilizing, he is establishing. Right? Establishing. Beautifully understanding. See, Radhakrishna Shastrika in his commentary says, Vishnu Murti is the person who has kept each one at their own role, So stars are on their own role. Stars don't go and collide with the planets. Planets on their own role. Each planet on a separate distance. Sun is at a distance. Moon is at a distance. Earth is at a distance. Mercury at a distance. Jupiter at a distance. So he has kept the planets at a distance. Milky Way is at a distance. Galaxies at a distance. So he has created everything and the distance and he is making the master plan so that he puts them in the right way and stabilize it. So stability is one of the greatest quality which we need. Stable. How does the stability comes? Let us understand, let us explore that. How does the stability comes? Stability will come when I am at calm and peace. If I have patience, I will have stability. If I don't have patience, I will never have stability. If I am running, my mind is running, I am juggling between the past and future. I am not sitting in one place. I am not cognizing something clearly. Then there is no stability. If there is no stability, I don't understand what is happening with me, outside me, or anything in this universe. So stability is something which is needed. That is bhava. So stability is something which is blessed to you through him. Bhuda bhavya, Bhuda krit, Bhuda bhrit bhavo, Bhudatma. So he is a person who is as a Bhuta Atma. He is the Atma of every creature. So when we say Atma of every creature, it doesn't matter whether it is creeper, is a plant, is a grass, He is in this Atma of every inch, everything. Even at the blade of the grass, he is there. That is the understanding we need to know. Why? How do I understand? Because it is something which has germinated from the earth. But the same grass is not growing somewhere. The grass, what you see in a different land, is not here in some other land. Why? Don't know. The plants, what you see in some other land, is not growing in some other land. Why? Tropical season, you say, okay, the planet, the season, climate. Who has created that? There is a nature, there is a master plan. Understand, there is a master plan which is already be planned. We are just fitting into that. We are just a character playing there. So this Atma is under his control. So Bhuta Atma, every Atma, he is controlling. Right? Bhuta Atma. Bhuta Bhavana. Bhuta Bhavana. So he is also the person who is taking the control of everything, even the Bhuta Bhavana. Okay, the Bhavanga. And he makes them to live. Whoever the Bhutas has come under his creation, he makes them to live. And he gives you the infrastructure to live. He has given you everything. He makes you to live. The problem is how we are using our intellect, how we are using our infrastructure, how we are cognizing everything is the question, what is with each individual personality. So it all resonates with the individual personality. If I'm not going to use my infrastructure, if I'm not going to use my own instruments clearly, especially my mind, manas, buddhi, chinta, aham, whatever is given to me, the beautiful instruments given to me by God. If I'm not going to use my sense organs, karmendriya, jnanendriya correctly, if I'm not going to use my hand, my leg and everything for the service of this humanity or anything, then what is the use? What is the use? Right? Beautifully said. Adi Shankara, in a beautiful sloka, he says in the Guru Padaka Stotra, right? He talks about a beauty that a person, he has got money, the money, wealth, has got like mountain level of wealth. Okay? Mountain level of wealth. Dhanam meru tulyam. Yashash charu chitram. His wife is like beautiful. He has got a beautiful wife. And he has got Dhanam meru tulyam. His wealth is like mountain of Meru, like big, so much he has got. Shariram Swarupam. Shariram is excellent body, handsome body is given. Shariram Swarupam Tadava Kalatram. Beautiful word. Beautiful words, what he has given. Shariram Swarupam Tadava Kalatram. As handsome, and his wife is also so handsome. Yashash Charu Chitram. His fame and name is remarkable and is outreaching everywhere. Yashash Charu Chitram. Dhanam Meru Tulyam. Manaschena Lagnam Kurorangri Patni. If the mind is not surrendering itself to the feet of the Guru, tatakim, 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 tatakim. Beautiful word Adi Shankara says, what is the use of all these what you are having? What is the use of all these things what you are having? There is no use. He says, tatakim, 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 tatakim. 4 times he is asking this question. For us in our mind to think and reverberate, tatakim, what is the use? What is the use? What is the use? What is the use? Are you say all these things, I'm having excellent house, excellent bangla, excellent dhanam. What is the use? If you don't know how to surrender to the feet of your Guru. Right? So this is what we have to always think about. So Guru are nothing but the God. Guru is equal to, that's why we say Mata Pita Guru Devam. The Guru is equal to God. So Guru and the surrender to the feet of him is that which is going to help us. So Bhuta Bhavana hai. So he is going to make us stable. He is going to make us live. So there's a beautiful supreme personalities, qualities which have been reverberated And it has been remarkably explained here in the first verse. Let me stop here. Hari Om Kayena Vacha Manasendriyarva Buddhyatmana va Prakrite Swabhavat Karomi Yatit Sakalam Parasmai Narayana Samarpayami Yadakshara Padaprashtam Matra Hinam Tu Yad Bhavet Tapsharvam Shamyadadeva Narayana Namostute Vishargabindu Matrani Padabhataksharani Cha न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षम्यस्व महेश्वर अन्यदाचरणं नास्ति त्वमेव चरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष जनार्दन हरिः ओं तत्सत् इति श्रीरामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्य परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषां को ब्राह्मणेभ्य शुभमस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु।